Then what is Muharram? Then what is Muharram? Who will celebrate that? Muharram is celebrated in many parts of our state. In many parts of our state, we celebrate the festival called as Muharram. So it is a symbol of religious tolerance. It is a symbol, okay? It is the symbol of religious tolerance. What is religious tolerance? Accepting that each and every religion is same, right? Accepting all the feelings of the other religions. So that is what we call it as religious tolerance. Everybody should have the religious tolerance. So during this, they are called the long sticks, which are called as pirlu. They are kept in the village points. There are some points in the villages. They'll keep all this pirlu over there, and they are taken as a procession again, and they will be immersed in the local tanks. So that is how Muharram is celebrated, especially by our Muslim brothers. Indeed, our festivals are art forms, symbolize our culture. So indeed, in fact, actually, in reality, our festivals and our art forms, they represent our culture. They symbolize our culture. They show our culture. They are reflected in our lifestyle. So whatever the lifestyle we follow, our culture is seen in the people, right? So that is how that is reflected in our lives, and the way we live. Our Telangana culture is shown in us. People can see the Telangana culture in us. So that is what said by Hari. And next, here, our saris are famous worldwide, say Lakshmi. So after Hari spoke, then Lakshmi also started speaking. Our saris are famous worldwide. Our saris are famous worldwide. So worldwide, our saris are really very, very famous, said Lakshmi. And famous in the sense, okay, everybody knows them, right? Everybody knows them, and that they are the best saris, right? So the saris of especially Pochampalli, Gardwal, Narayanpet, they are very, very popular. They are very, very famous because they have the appealing designs, some charming designs, attractive designs. Attractive in the sense here, charming, or you can say appealing, right? These are the synonyms which you can use instead of the word attractive. Our weavers of Sirisilla, there is a place called as Sirisilla, right? And the places, in this place, they make the saris which even fits in a matchbox. You know the size of a matchbox, how small it is. Even our saris which are made in this Sirisilla, you can put them in the matchboxes. And there is a place called as Nirmal, right? So a district called as Nirmal, which is very, very famous or popular for the wooden toys. And that will really, everybody likes them. Everybody, they steal the heart of everybody, right? When you go to Nirmal, if you see those wooden toys and all, your heart beats to buy them. So you cannot move out from there without buying them. That is how they are so beautiful, right? They look so beautiful. So Nirmal is very, very famous for that. All this make our state great, said in the yes, Dad. All these things, like festivals, like our religions, like traditions, and our culture, okay? All these things, they are really making our state really great. That is what Hindu said. Besides, we have jataras. There are jataras like Sammaka and Saralama Jatara, which is in Medaram, that is in Warangal, right? In our Warangal. So in this Jatara, people from several places, from different countries, even from all the states of a country, and also from the different countries, they come and they gather in lakhs. Okay, so many people come and take part in this event, that is the Sammaka Saralama Jatara. Moreover, there are several places which are really very attractive. Look, it's a kind of tourist attraction. If you take Hyderabad, you take Nagarjuna Sagar, Yadadri, Vemulavada, Alampur, Sri Rangapuram, and Bhadrachalam. These are some of the places which really have the religious importance. So many people, they keep on coming to these places, right? They keep on going to these places. So not only from our state, people from different states come here to this places which has the religious importance, such as Vemlavada, Alampur, Yadadri, Srirangapuram, Bhadrachalam, and Bhadrachalam is also one of the very famous place, right, where Ramadasu, and it has linked with the all those things, right? So that is how they are really very famous, and people love to go to those places. So now Indu said that Indu is speaking. We went on a tour to Nagarjuna Sagar last year. We all went on a trip, an excursion, or kind of vacation trip to Nagarjuna Sagar last year, and there is a museum. Okay, it has huge collection of antiques, said Indu. So she said that they went on a tour to Nagarjuna Sagar, and like in the mid of the if you travel in a boat and all, you can go to a museum which is in the water, somewhere in the middle of the water. So you can reach there if you go in a boat, and then if you go there, there are so many statues of Buddha which are really antiques, right? Antique in the sense here, the things which belongs to the ancient times, the things which have the value, right? The objects which have a greater value because they belong to the ancient times. So you can find those kind of antiques here. So said Hindu. And also the Salajing Museum of Hyderabad is one of the 3 national museums which has antiques and portraits collected by a single person, Kiran added. So, and one more place is the Salajing Museum, which is in Hyderabad. It is one of the 3 national museums. Okay, there are 3 national museums in our country, right? National in the sense in the country. So there are 3, and Salajing Museum is one of that, which has beautiful antiques, right? You can see beautiful pictures over there. You can see beautiful portraits which are painted, the paintings and all, especially the pictorial representation of the person, especially the faces, that is called as a portrait. Okay, so those are there, and like they are all connected by a single person. So that is what Kiran added to the thing which is said by the Hindu. We visited the Golconda Fort last Sunday. There we saw the place where Bhakta Ramadas was imprisoned. Hindu added. Hindu also said that, last Sunday we went to Golconda. Golconda is in Hyderabad, and they went there, and that is a fort. That is a fort which is round. Okay, so it's a tourist attraction in Hyderabad. Many people from foreign, when they come for visiting and all, definitely they'll go to the Golconda. So even children from the different states and different, even from our different schools, when they go to tour to Hyderabad, definitely they'll go to this Golconda Fort and all. They will see, and especially the special attraction there is the prison in which Bhakta Ramadasu was kept. He was imprisoned in that. Okay, so because of some money issues and all, he will be kept in that prison, and there he wrote so many songs related to Sri Rama. So that's how, and she added that. Not only that, our great poets contributed to our rich culture. So not only that, not only these people, but also there are so many great poets in our Telangana. Who really played a significant role. Like they gave a very good contribution to our rich culture. Bammara Potana, he wrote the Bhagavatam, right? It is known for its literary fragrance. So it's like the sweet smell. When you read that, it's like taking the sweet smell. So there is Kanchar Logopana, who is known as Bhakta Ramadasu, and he wrote so many kirtanas on Rama, right? And there is Maliganti Suri, Kaloji Narayan Rao, Dashrathi Rangacharyalu and Dashrathi Krishnamacharyalu, and these are all precious people. They are jewels of Telangana. We call them as jewels of Telangana. Who added this one? Lakshmi told all these things. That is mother told all these things. And then Hari also started telling something. He told that Oggukatha is a very, very popular folk singing. Oggukatha belongs to our Telangana. Like Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, like there are different art forms, okay, which belong to different places. And now coming to Telangana, Oggu Katha is a very, very popular traditional art form, folk in the sense, traditional art form which belongs to our Telangana, and it's like narrating the stories of Mallanna, Beerappa, Yellamma. So all these stories will be like the narrator will be there, and two people will be standing on the either side of the narrator. Then the narrators dramatize. They will make it as a drama. They will transform into those characters, and they will make this Oggu Katha. So it's really very beautiful to listen. So if you have YouTube and all, you can type Oggu Katha and you'll get the videos of the Oggu Katha. And there's one more dance form which is called as Perini Shiva Tandavam. Perini Shiva Tandavam. And this also has originated in the Telangana. Like Bharatanatyam, like Kuchipudi, like Kathakali. Okay, all these dance forms. Now our Telangana has also a dance form by the name Perini Shiva Tandavam. So it has an historical prominence. It has an historical importance. Okay, what is that importance? It has historical importance. What is that? During the dynasty of the Kakatiyas, so when Kakatiyas were ruling, the soldiers performed this dance. All the soldiers, they used to perform this dance, in the form of prayer, and dedicated, and they devoted it to the Lord Shiva. So all the Kakatiya soldiers, right, in the Kakatiya kingdom, there were soldiers. They used to perform this dance in the prayer as a dedication to the Lord Shiva. They used to dedicate this dance to Lord Shiva, and this dance was actually revived by Sri Nataraja Ramakrishna. So this dance was, after all, so this dance form was brought back. It was brought back by Sri Nataraja Ramakrishna. By Nataraja Ramakrishna. Who said all these things? Hari said all these things. So everybody now, they talked about the Telangana. They talked about the festivals. They talked about the jewels, famous persons of Telangana. They talked about the Bhakta Ramadasu. They talked about Maligandi Suri, Kaloji Narayan Rao, Dasharangacharyulu, and the famous art forms of Oggu Katha, Perini Shiva Tandavam. Okay, they talked about the saris, they talked about the Nirmal toys and whatnot. So they talked about several things and all. Now it was a very, very beautiful time for all of them. It was a high time for us to remember, and they got a very good opportunity, but they got a very beautiful time to remember the great personalities who dedicated their life for Telangana, who contributed their life for Telangana, who devoted their lives for Telangana. So they had opportunity to talk about all these great personalities, great people whom we call as the jewels of Telangana. So that is how the temples, the antiques, the art forms, the literature and the language contribute our culture and heritage. So what are the temples we have? Yadadri, Bhadrakali, Vemlavada, Bhadrachalam. So many temples are there, and the antiques, you can find in the Sarajam Museum in the Nagarjuna Sagar. So all these things, and the art forms, the Perini Shiva Tandavam and the Oggu Katha. And the literature, the Kirtanas written by Sri Ramadasu, Bhakta, and Potana wrote the Bhagavatam, all those things. And our great personalities, there's so many people are there in Telangana who are literally really great personalities and all. So all these people, their language, their Kirtanas, and their temples and whatnot, they contribute a lot to our culture and heritage. So that is a property we have. We are the heirs of that property. It is our heritage. We need to preserve them. So what we need is, we have to preserve them. So we have to save them. I hope our government will also take necessary steps in this regard. So I hope our government, that is our Telangana government, will also take necessary steps in saving or protecting, and preserving our heritage, our culture. Set Hari. So these are all the things which was discussed in a family, that is Hari's family. So Hari and Lakshmi and Kiran and Nindu, they all gave a beautiful information about Telangana. These are all the things which are not known to us. These are not the things which we never thought of, isn't it? So now we should be really grateful to the person who wrote this lesson, because we came to know a lot of things about Telangana. Okay, I hope you all people learned a lot about Telangana. You learned about the festivals, you learned about the art forms, you learned about the famous personalities, right, of Telangana. So when somebody asks about Telangana, what is their culture, you can tell all these things to them. Now that's okay. You should be always excited to speak about Telangana. So we should be really grateful to the people who sacrificed their lives, who offered their lives, who lost their lives, okay, who really fought for the Telangana to make it into a separate state. And that is the reason why we got several employment opportunities. Okay, and not only that, we are able to preserve our culture, we are able to preserve our heritage, our culture, we are able to revive our language and whatnot. So all these things are because of the separate state. Okay, so Telangana is our 29th state, which is officially declared by Union government. So we come to the end of this lesson, and tomorrow we'll see the grammar part in this lesson. Okay guys, until then, see you all, take care, have a nice day.